Okay, episode 3. Welcome back. So we left off. I had a big decision to make. I had the basket case mini problem and I needed to decide what my route forward was. I had a few different options, but I ended up speaking to Paul Preston Minis, who was doing my engine kit. I went through the different options. It was buy a shell that's been fully restored already, buy a shell from Britain Motor Heritage, do a shell myself, but a different one because that one was so cooked. And option 4 was get Paul to source and restore a mini for me. I've ended up going for that option number 4. So Paul has sourced a mini for me. Well, I mean, actually he has lots of them anyway. So he is now restoring that. Obviously that means I don't get to restore the shell, but this was always more of a build a race car endeavor for me than it was restoring a car. If I was to restore all the metalwork as my first project, probably gonna take a very, very long time, potentially not really ever get done, and also just like maybe be a bit crap. And I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I had just took the decision upon discussion with Paul to get him to do all of the shell stuff. I have been up to see Paul. He's been working on it probably for 2 weeks now. So I have been up to see him and his whole workshop. I mean, I've been up there before, but I went up this time and did a kind of full tour of the workshop, saw the Mini, which was good to see. So all of that content is coming up now, so please enjoy. Okay, I'm just on the way up to see the Mini shell for the first time. It's had a new floor and like the whole rear of it has been done. So lots has been done to it, so it's gonna be good to see. I've also got the carbon fiber boot floor and carbon fiber wheel arches in the back because I need to bring them to him. I'm trying to get from Archangels delivered the bumpers, parcel shelf and the door cards, but they're being really slow about it. A lot of the reviews online say that they're extremely slow about these things. So yeah, hopefully that'll be there in the next few days, and then Paul can fit that as well. But yeah, I'm excited to see it. Excited to see it. I will be recording some stuff there, so you can actually see what's going on there. See you later. Oh God, yeah. Slot in the back perfectly. Excellent. Now on to Paul. I'm at Paul's now. So I'm just gonna unload. What's this little red motor?
Up there?
Yeah.
S1E3.
That's really cool.
Like that?
Yeah. Is it?
It's just got a match on these. You see, we're trying to keep the headline in.
Yeah.
So
okay.
We're doing repairs where we can do repairs.
Yeah.
And obviously the carpet's new and leather bound. He's done the seats as well.
Oh wow.
So
yeah.
But it's 90 odd, but it's all ash.
Yeah.
Framed. But yeah.
That's wicked.
Yeah. But the plate's
what's that?
The plate's worth more than you know what? That's a good question. Trafficators. The indicators pop out here.
Oh really?
Yeah, they pop out.
Oh,
they pop out to tell if you're going left or right. Then
and it's just like
the thing that just drops out. Yeah, that illuminates. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But the plate's worth more than the car.
Yeah. Well, the plates it's transferable as well. NJ. If Michael Jackson were alive, I'd have been made, wouldn't I? But,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, the plate. Criminally, the plate is worth more than the car.
God, that's mad.
That's worth probably, well, I get 3.7 for it.
Yeah. Really, is that it? It's only £3.5 grand.
Yeah.
That's mad.
But the plate's probably worth 4.5.
Yeah,
anywhere up to 7. But the guy with those now, because they're vintage, pre-war, anything that needs to be done on now is classed as specialist.
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
The lads are not there, so, so an engine rebuild on that would probably be 6-7 grand.
Right.
But the car's not worth it, you see, Jack.
Yeah, so, I got you.
So no one really wants them, but I just think they're cool. You know, like
you're just doing that for the passion, yeah.
Yeah, I buy these things, I think, well, I've bought them.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
You know, I've got that many things, but it's just to go down. Just sometimes, just not when you sit in that, you go back in time.
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
nice to go to the pub and just have a beer.
Oh,
and
proper,
says,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So proper.
it's wicked.
Yeah, it's a proper whole thing, isn't it, really?
Yeah. And what's this little thing?
That's a G-Test, that's a race car.
Oh wow. So compact. That's mad.
That's come in for my engine, basically.
Yeah.
And then my mate's Steve's dry decked it. So we had a dry deck system on it. After 1380s, it should be about 140 horse, that will.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be doing sprints. It's going into a sprint class.
Right.
So the cage now has got to be altered on it.
Yeah, okay,
So
got
it's
you.
going in for a cage next.
How much would this weigh?
556.
Right.
If I hazard a guess on it. Right?
Yeah. Similar to the minis.
Yeah, I with all what it's got in it, and you're adding weight as you're putting cages in this, I'd have thought it'd be around about that 500-ish. Somewhere around that mark, really.
No, you've always got so many cool little bits of kit here.
Yeah, we've got all the
Yeah.
That's coming for a reason. That's the mate tomorrow. Well, we built him on a show car before.
Yeah.
He's come back and says, can you build that one for his missus? So that both have got one now, basically. She's having a
I love that.
in it. So basically, this has come in. This was rotten, so we put up. So this is having a big engine put in it as well. So we put all the stiffener plates on it.
Yeah.
The leg shields, we put new leg shields on it for them and repaired all the back end.
Right.
It's a special,
Yeah.
wide frame special. My main thing is minis. My passion's minis. I love them.
Yeah.
But I'll fabricate anything that's a one-off.
Yeah.
We'll make.
Okay, got
we
you.
can do like so.
And this is all the metal stuff, is it? Metalwork and
all
stuff.
the metalwork stuff is mate. Yeah. That's your guillotine.
Yeah.
So that's obviously what cuts your metal.
Right.
Tube benders. That's your tube bender. That's a roller, so that puts beads in, so you run steel through then, it puts beads into things.
Okay, got
it. That's a shrinker stretcher. This is a jig that we clamp a tube in. The big welders.
Yeah.
Obviously the bigger machine for heavier gauge tube, that one's set up for that. An English wheel, so we can put steel through this to make curves.
That's called an English wheel.
English wheel, so you put your different dollies in there,
Yeah.
and that'll put different profiles so we can dish them convex concave.
Yeah. Oh, you've got two. You've got a few different ones now. You've got the Clubman one there. That pastel green's very nice as well. Oh, what is a pickup? Whoa. Wow, look at this. Mini pickup. That is sick. And then this is the one that we've seen before. This one, which has got the engine now going in, and then this one. And then this is kind of
That's an elf.
an elf.
An elf, that is. That had a bike engine in that before. That had an R1 engine.
The R1's on it. Oh yeah.
That was my own car that was built with an R1 in it.
Oh, okay.
They're quite aggressive when you drive them. Really.
Yeah.
A lot of torque steer.
That is so good to see all this stuff. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that. That's mad. This K20 swap was, I considered it, but I did consider the K20, but
Yeah, they're quite heavy old one, really.
yeah,
They're better in the rear than the old front.
yeah.
But same again. This is full tubular frame that we make, and then the shell is like a skeleton car, like a shell that's over the top.
Oh right, okay.
So you can see all the mounting plates that are in there.
Can you just take me through like each component of this? Is that possible?
Yeah, of course we can. So basically, we've got a 450 Fuel Tech ECU. This is monitoring the fuel and air ratio. This is all controllable. There's quite a lot that you can go into there. There's page after page really that you can alter. This on this side here, this little pad on there, that basically alters the boost on the turbo. We've got 3 settings on that. So we've got like valet mode, so if it goes into a garage, we can restrict it so it'll only do like 30 mile an hour. Then
Right,
we've got
okay.
the next mode.
So they don't piss around with it, basically.
Next
yeah.
mode, we've got like 100, and then the last mode, the third mode on it, which you control on there, is 150. We've got obviously your start and stop switch, your banker relays that run for the ECU.
Yeah.
Everything else is pretty much standard in standard Mini. And then moving on to the front, we've got the Toyota Igo engine. This one's been fully built with a few special bits in it: rods, pistons, rotating assembly balance, and then obviously fully machined, vapor blasted. We make the inlet manifolds. We run a throttle body off of another car. These are monitoring air, throttle position sensor, all your normal stuff that you'd have on a normal fuel injected car.
Yeah.
We run different injectors inside, bespoke cooler, turbo. Now we're having these.
That's the EcoBoost.
That's an EcoBoost, but
Yeah.
these are being altered now internally to our specification.
So that's the
turbo section there. Obviously, this is just a mock-up box at the moment.
Yeah.
With the cooler, radiator off of a later Mini that we have adapted.
Yeah.
We move the ends. Obviously, a normal fan, but we standard alternator off the iGo. This bracket won't be there, but that's just fitted for rolling road purposes. On the subframe, we had an extra bar in, standard Mini suspension, uprated shock absorbers. We tend to use the ProTech ones, we think they work well. Standard, normal, conventional brakes, but they're uprated. This side here, we have remote oil filter housings made, billet there machined, and also the takeoff block that we call it, which is on the side of the engine there. We have those made as well, which you need obviously so it moves the oil filter housing because it clash. This runs traction control as well, so we've got sensors on the rear wheels monitoring rear wheel speed opposed to front speed. And then to the back, you can use a conventional fuel tank, or you can go for an aftermarket alley tank.
That's an aluminium tank, right?
That's an aluminium tank. We just choose to do it that pump and filter along the back wall.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And obviously the doors are they're flimsy.
Yeah.
They are steel doors, but they're all cut out as well.
Yeah.
So we lose all the inside.
Yeah, I got you.
We're going for lightness basically.
Yeah. I've got carbon fibre door cards.
Which I like on that one.
Okay, yeah. I'm interested in this diffuser.
Yeah.
I think I'd quite like to do that.
Yeah, they are nice. We've got yours now to a solid shell. We're now ready for the cage basically.
Yeah.
So like this.
Yeah.
So this has been blasted. So it's in phosphate primer.
Yeah.
Red oxide.
Okay.
We then put the floor in.
Yeah.
Put the boot floor in, all the balance, and all this is bare metal.
Yeah.
So that's tinging up now as we speak, really.
Yeah.
So what we do is, because we've got the facilities to do it, I'll then put that shell back in there, and I'll get him to blast all the areas that are bare metal on it.
Okay, got you, right.
Which then we put a bit of phosphate and I know it's rust free.
Yeah.
But there's also areas, like when we start taking floor sections out, like main floors, we can't get in to blast.
Yeah.
So when the floor's off, we'll blast.
Okay,
so it's constantly in and out of there.
Right.
And if I was paying for the shell to be blasted, we'd get a blast and that would come back. But then we'd find that bits have been missed, or you take something off, like the scuttle, and there's rust and you think. So you try and clean it the best you can, but you never clean it properly.
Yeah.
So with a blast, you can get it everywhere.
Okay, that's the benefit of having it on site,
Exactly, and that's the reason why we do what we do.
Yeah.
We have it on site, we've got control of what we're doing then really, from obviously the fabrication side to the paint, to the assembly of it then.
So how many of us is there? Four of you?
We'll take anything off really.
Yeah. This is dangerous for me in the future.
I like David's customers. A lot of the customers that we've we've built multiple cars.
Yeah. Here she is.
So basically the boot floor is going to come out.
Yeah.
Complete new floors, complete new cross member. Remove the pockets, quarters, cut the boot floor back, blank off all the holes that we need to blank off.
Yeah.
Weather box introduced.
Oh, nice.
Panels in. But yeah, so literally really ready for the cage.
Where did you get it from?
We haven't been stock long.
You just have a few kicking around. Are you always just like looking online and buying them?
Yeah, buying things.
Yeah.
I ain't got many left now, I used to have a lot. So yeah, complete new floor, so I've blasted all under here. All the heel boards have been welded properly. Yeah. Subframe mounts have been stiffened. Obviously this is coming out because we've got the floor that's going in. Then that balance of one. Now we're going to have a diffuser.
There's this new floor along here.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see it.
That's your blast hose.
Yeah.
Obviously that you operate. Which the media comes out of.
Comes out about 400 miles an hour.
That media's coming out of there about 400 miles an hour. And that's the grit that's coming out of it.
And it's crushed glass.
That's crushed glass, yeah.
Oh, right.
Sieve crushed glass. Where's that black candy that needs
Wow. So do you sweep this up and put it back in, do you?
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah. So basically, he'll be in here now, blasting, and obviously the media's just falling on the floor.
Yeah.
And then.
It's fine stuff, Paul. This is the stuff that's.
This is probably this is dead.
Nah,
Make all this dead lot where it's had it. If you look
Oh,
at that,
is that actual
it just
dust?
goes to a dust. So that helmet be put on now.
Oh shit! Right.
Air line that's going into there.
Oh,
So I
right.
have to have the air tested.
Yeah. Oh, blimey, it's like a whole.
Yeah,
thing.
it's breathing off of that.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be like a little mask.
So when he starts, the followers they won't see the media.
Oh wow. Blimey. Yeah, right.
So when I shut the door, it'll start to draw that away from me.
Right.
And that's why you have to have breathing gear on.
Yeah. I can see why you don't want sort of people knowing where this is. There's so much kit.
Yeah, this machine here.
And what are these?
They're thermostat housings,
Oh, that's really fine. Yeah.
and that gets mixed with water in there.
Right, okay.
So we coarse blast stuff to
Yeah.
get rid of the nastiness, and then this is mixed with water, so it's a vapor blaster. So basically, it's
Oh, right, it's got
water,
little glove things.
yeah, water and crushed glass.
Right, okay.
But that's for like your
And that's
aluminium.
some really fine
That's
stuff.
really fine.
Yeah.
That's for like aluminium, brass,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. We do
Okay.
plastic.
Like more delicate stuff.
Yeah, softer than that.
Right, okay.
But it brings up like brass.
Yeah.
Brass, lovely.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know, and these. But you can put different medias in there, but we've got the media that we get the finish with that we're happy with,
Yeah.
really. So that's that machine. I am, mate, yeah. Okay, mate, spot on. Alright. I'm with the customer. Yeah, if you can shoot him, mate, that'd be alright. Yeah.
Right, let's see how long I get. Oh! Not very long. See how long I get away with the GoPro sitting on the top there. Okay, I'm just leaving Paul's. Yeah, I obviously had the full tour, which you've already seen. One thing I didn't record, I had a conversation with him about basically what stage I'm gonna get the car back at. You know, how much is he gonna have done? And he was like, you know, do you want the engine running or whatever? And I said, well, you know, you obviously want to test it. And he was like, yeah, but you know, obviously all the fuel lines and fuel tank and everything has to be in for that to happen. But that's all stuff that I want to do. Anyway, he said, well, what we could do is that I basically just go and just work on the car with them. I think that's going to be my plan. To be honest, rather than even do it at all at my unit, it probably just makes more sense to do it there. I'll learn much more by, you know, being hands-on with them at the same time. And also, I'll just get a much better car at the end of it. There's not going to be anything dodgy because it's literally be done by experts. Does slightly make my unit in the yard slightly defunct. I need it for storage anyway, so I'll probably just keep it. But you know, and then you know, I'll probably keep the Mini there the long term anyway. What an incredible day that was, like morning that was, seeing everything. I just had such a good time going through all the different machines, and Paul's a great lad. And then the last thing is, I no longer have the truck anymore. I've traded it in for this Range Rover SVR, which has got 5 litre V8 supercharged engine, but listen to this. You cannot understand the levels of joy that this car has been producing in me. Unbelievable scenes. The sound is so fast. Considering it's over 2 tons, it really is very powerful bit of kit. It's got 575 brake horsepower. So I am absolutely loving this thing. Road trips with Mini, Becca, all over the place really. I've got an idea of doing one later this year, which we'll do a full episode on. For a 4-day trip somewhere with a trailer with a Mini in it, and then, you know, a couple of track days, and then taking it out onto, hold on. Couple of track days and then taking out onto some really nice roads in the Lake District. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So yeah, on discussion with him, it definitely makes sense for Paul to actually just keep the Mini at his, and then kind of once every couple of weeks or maybe even once a week for me to go up there and work on it with him. It's a pretty good way of me getting a product that is the best it can possibly be. Whilst it's not what my original plan was, I'm probably gonna get the Mini much faster. Yes, it is gonna be more expensive, but it's gonna be much, much better. And for the purpose of learning and being able to do stuff myself in the future, different projects on this channel, I'm just going to learn so much. I think it's definitely worth it. It is something that a lot of people do, a lot of his clients do. So I'm probably going to go up there for the first time in 2 weeks. I will obviously be filming all of that. Lots of great content incoming. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for more. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.